What's up, everybody? This is T-Roy here with T-Roy's Toys, and on today's episode we got us a go-kart. Now, this isn't the first go-kart we've ever done on the channel. If you remember, we had the little what they call it, Shriners Model T go-kart, and we put it together, but it was a little too fancy and it wasn't big enough. I'm kind of a big boy. I need something a little bigger. So here, let me show you what we got. So I bought this a few months ago, but I do not know the brand of it. But I've been looking for one with a full roll cage, and it was within budget, within price. Like I said, I don't know the brand, I don't know how old it is, and basically what you see here is what I got with it, minus the jack stands. But it comes with an axle, and the seat's actually adjustable, which is kind of cool. If you look right there, somebody's kind of repainted it once, and I don't hate this color. I kind of like it. Blue's one of my favorite colors. So yeah. Got good steering on it. Now obviously, you know, we're missing a lot. We're missing the wheels, we're missing the motor, you know, some little odds and ends and pieces. And I've been saving some parts. I've been I want to do this as cheap as possible. I got this go-kart off of Marketplace for about $75. If you noticed a couple videos back, we did that motor, that Predator motor. That motor is going to work, I think, pretty good for this go-kart here. And I got some wheels and tires I'll show you. So these wheels here, I think they're off one of them little Tao go-karts that you see, little cheap Chinese ones. But they work. This one's went flat over the course of a week, but that's not bad. This one still holds there. Somebody dumped those in a ditch. So we got those for $3.95. It's pretty cool. And my good buddy Mark with the Outrageous ATV builds, he's got his little YouTube channel. He gave me this out of a scrap pile, and it's got the front wheels, and they still hold there. They're a little dry rotted, and it's got pedals on this one. Our other go-kart doesn't have pedals, so I think I can scavenge the most, you know, the parts between those. But yeah, the tires are a little dry rotted, but as long as they go round, that's all I care about. So yeah, guys, between all those parts, I'm hoping maybe I can put together one good go-kart and hopefully get it, you know, well under budget, or I say under budget, but as cheap as possible. I like to keep a running tally on this. I bought a clutch kit off of eBay for like $26, something like that, and a couple odds and ends pieces. But anyway, let's start getting her put together. Now obviously, one of our biggest hurdles is going to be the wheels for this. Mainly the back wheels, because these, you'll see, this has the 4 holes. See, if you see here, it's got the 4 holes, and the wheel has 4 holes. But when you try to put them together, see if I can do this one-handed, they don't fit. Sorry about that. Some shoddy camera work, I know. But yeah, they don't fit. Yeah, they're not going to bolt up. But what I decided to get, I ordered some rounds, and what I'm going to do is we're going to make a wheel adapter for this go-kart for the back wheels. All right. Okay, guys. Now for the wheel adapters, or for the adapters I'm going to use to mount the wheels to the hubs, we're going to use this plate here. But what I need to do is drill a hole through it about 1 5/8 inches to cover the bolt and the stud. So take this, the widest point, find the center. Mark our spot there, and we're going to drill our hole. Alright, now this is definitely one of those situations where you want to measure once and cut 3 or 4 times. I'm just kidding, guys. I've measured this multiple times. It's 2 3/4 all the way around, so we should be right in the center. Because if it's not in the center, and the wheel bolts to this, it's gonna make for a bumpy ride. All right, here we go. Okay, now that we got our center hole drilled out, see if she'll fit. And it does, like we wanted. Alright, now we're going to mark our holes off the back. Put our piece on here, hold it still, and we're going to mark where our holes should go. Alright, I can barely see that, but anyway, we're going to do the other side and we'll drill them out. Alright, let's drill out our holes. It helps if you go the right way. Alright guys, now that we got our plates drilled out, our holes done, we want to match these holes to the plate, but I want to offset them. I want them to be here and not here. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So there. Alright, now we got our holes marked. Let's drill these out. We got our wheel adapter drilled out. You can see it right there. Got our holes drilled. Let's bolt this to the wheel. Let's put the wheels on. Alright, now we got our adapters on our wheels. Let's put our wheels on. Well, alright guys, we got our wheels put on, or the back wheels anyway. Woo, doggy, look at that. Boy, it makes it look mean. These bolts here were a pain to get to because that sprocket's in the way. But we made it happen. It's our bolt pattern, so it looks like. Woo, man, them back wheels, well, they make that go-kart look mean. We're gonna have to get this sucker going now. I'm interested to see how it does. Yeah, them if you look at it, them wheels was almost too big for that go-kart, so I got lucky on that one. I guess it was made for a little bitty, those little Mickey Mouse wheels or something. Speaking of which, that's about all we got for front wheels. So anyway, we're gonna make it happen. Let's take it off these old go-kart and let's see if they'll fit on the front of this new one. Well, that valve seems about in the way, ain't it? Alright, let's put our wheels on. This is a little spacer that was off the other ones, a piece of electrical conduit. I like that. Hey, if it works, you can't knock it, guys. Well, there she is, guys. We got the wheels on her, but she definitely looks like a hot rod, don't she? Yeah, she looks a little goofy. Or she looks like a hot rod. Looks like she's ready to go to the drag strip and just walk off and leave everybody with them big old fatties on the back and them little bitty Mickey Mouse tires on the front. But I think this will work for now until we can get her running, get her put together, and then maybe if we like it, we'll find us some bigger bigger front tires or something to make it look a little bit better, work a little bit better. Anyway, guys, we got that part done. Let's start working on the engine. Well, alrighty guys, we got our engine set on here. Now you may remember this engine as the one that was off the pump that we got running again a couple videos back. If you haven't seen that video, go check her out. But yeah, I've already kind of mocked this up, set this on here, and this seat had to move all the way forward, but it hits the gas tank if it's not all the way forward. So anyway, if I'm going to have any chance of driving this go-kart, I'm going to have the seat in the most rear position. And when you do that, the tank hits the back of the seat. So we're going to have to relocate the tank because I'm kind of a big boy and I need all the room I can get. So we're going to have to relocate the tank, and I'm going to have to modify the engine just a little bit so it can go on this go-kart. See, this works, but I got these ears here I got to cut off. So let's trim these off and let's see if that actually fits. That fits a lot better. I ended up lopping both of them off. I didn't think that one would hit, but I didn't want that stabbing me in the back. But shit, that fits a lot better. Now if we get lucky, the bolt holes will line up into those as well. Alright, now we got the motor part kind of about halfway figured out anyway. Let's put the clutch on. Now this here is a clutch for the go-kart. And we got off eBay for like $25. This is your cheap clutch with a 3/4 inch shaft. Comes with a chain. All that. Even comes with a little Allen wrench. So instructions, but yeah, we don't need that. Alright, well, let's put her on. Alright, we're going to put our clutch on. You want to make sure that the keyway, the key is on the bottom. It has a key piece in there. You want to make sure those are lined up. Otherwise it will not go on. You do not want to try to force it. Now you can see we got our motor mounted, got our chain put on, our clutch. It's pretty straight, pretty good. You'll look at the motor here. We had to put some washers in for shims. We could not put the motor flat on the plate because the chain had too much slack in it. Now, I struggled a bit putting this chain on because the chain, I think it came with about 3 foot of chain, and I did not need that much. So I had to use a dowel pin to shorten the chain up a little bit. I would strongly recommend getting a chain breaker, but I could not find one, and I could not find one readily available. I had to order it and wait about a week or two, and I'm too impatient for that. So now that we got the motor part figured out, let's work on our pedals. We need some brake and throttle cable pedals. Alright, now as you see here, these are our pedals, and these came off of the little parts go-kart I got, because this one was missing pedals for some reason. There's a hole, if you can see right here. Basically, we're just going to mount them right here, and this rod will go inside there, and we'll have pedals. Let's put them on. Alright, now we're going to put our accelerator pedal on. And these are just some old bolts that I scavenged. So we might have to get different ones later, but right now these will work just fine. that there. There's a washer. Through here. And that's for our accelerator. I don't have the cable yet, but that'll work. Alright. Now to tackle one of the bigger problems I've had with this go-kart, since we had to remove the fuel tank to get our maximum seat, we need to relocate the fuel tank. Now I've been thinking about this, and it's got these bolts on the bottom here, and I've got this piece of scrap angle iron, so I figure if we can mount it here, and then mount it here, and then mount our tank to that, and that should get our tank out of the way and get us the clearance we need. So we'll take our angle iron here. I've already kind of marked it, but we're gonna put it there. Right about in there. I'm going to put some mark on it, and we'll cut that piece off. Alright, so we want our bar to go right about in here because I want our tank mounted here. Plus, with it being elevated, it ought to give us a little bit more fuel pressure since the Predator motors don't have a fuel pump. Now, I'm hoping it's not going to be too much and flood the carburetor, but we're going to find out. So I'm just going to go with our good old 24 inches. Just a good even 2 foot. Make our mark there. Hopefully it's something we can see. We'll drill these up. Alright, now we got our little cross member here mounted. Let's put our gas tank on, and it's got these bolts here, so we're going to mark those to drill them out. We're just going to center it up in the middle. I think that's about the best place to put it. Alright, I'm going to drill these up. Alright guys, we got the gas tank mounted. I got new fuel lines ran. I ran some carburetor cleaner through the carburetor, trying to clean up some. Let's pour some gas in this, and hopefully the motor still runs, because if not, this was all for nothing. Anyway, let's put some gas in it. Let's see if she runs, and let's see if we did any good. Well, alright guys, got her put together. I got the best I could with what I got. I got the brakes to work. You'll see that little green wire that's for the throttle because I don't have my throttle cable, but well, I want to take it for its first drive. I've been wanting to drive this thing. I've been wanting to see how it goes. So anyway, I'm going to try to hold the camera steady, do my best, but anyway, here we go. Alright guys, well there she is. I wanted to ride her more, but using that wire for a throttle cable, that's about as much as I want to do with it. Whew. Well alright guys. I'm getting too old to be getting in and out of that thing. That thing is low to the ground. That's for kids, that ain't for me. But anyway guys, we took our go-kart that we bought for $75, odd and end parts. Call it, you could say we probably got about $150 into this whole thing. And that's not bad, you know. So for a $150 go-kart, that's not bad. Now I want to drive it some more, but I just don't. It's weird with that wire for a throttle cable. I want to be able to actually use the pedals, and there's a couple more things that need to be dialed in and fixed right, but it will run, it will go. Now you guys let me know what you think. You think we did good? Would you like to see, personally me, I want some bigger wheels on the front. I think that would help us out a lot, help even it out so it don't look so much like a daggum hot rod. Some paint, maybe just isn't bad. Maybe a additional brace for the gas tank. Stuff like that. Throttle cable, obviously. So you guys let me know. What do you want to see us do with the go-kart? You want us to fix it up, or should we just kick it on down the road and let some kid enjoy it? Anyway, comment down below, let me know. But anyway, well, alright guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. Remember, please like, subscribe, all that mumbo jumbo everybody else always says. And y'all have a good evening.